For me, it's very special. Being here in the city that I love, came back to, and watching this team that I love. I just think that this is a golden opportunity for me, and I really believe that we can do something special. And that's the whole key, is that the guys believe and I believe, and for the fans, the fans deserve it. They've supported this team under some very trying circumstances, and we want to keep that together. The fans. This is what we're here for, and the city as a whole. We want to make everybody proud, and the players are on the same page at this point. And I think that it's got a chance to really be something special, and that's our goal.
At this time, we will open the floor for questions. Our intern Matt has a microphone, so if you have a question, please raise your hand. He will bring you the mic. Identify yourself with your name and your affiliate. Thank you. Matt, right at the top.
Hill Overton, WIXC Radio. First of all, Paul, welcome back to the NBA at Charlotte. We're thrilled to see you back here. Question is, how excited are you to have this job as an NBA coach here once again, and how many years younger is it going to make you feel?
Well, I hope that it makes me feel a lot younger than I'm feeling right now. but I'm really excited. Rod and I talked, and I told him this is really the only job that I would accept. If there was another job that had come about, I was not going to take it. I'm from Charlotte, and this is my home, and I want to see this thing successful. And I'm really overwhelmed, that Michael and Rod saw fit to reach out to me, and I just think it's going to be something very special.
Hey, Paul, Ron Green, Charlotte Observer. When you look at this team, what do you do first? What kind of changes would you implement?
Well, we just had one practice, and the one thing that I want to do is bring some energy to this ball club. I think we've got talent on this club, and of course, the right attitude. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to have confidence, and those are the things that I really promote. Is that I'm going to have confidence in the player. I'm going to respect them. They have to respect me, and if those things are put into place, I really believe that they can give their all. And we had a great practice today. They were very excited. We ran up and down the court. I think we're going to have to try to get up and down so the fans can see us at our best, can see the players as to what they can really do, and that's my goal.
Eric Spanberg with the Business Journal. Rod, last night you talked about hope remaining alive for a playoff bid. So I'm just wondering for Coach Silas, is that kind of the goal, is a playoff, or if you find that realistic for this season?
You asked me that?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's what this whole thing is all about. People ask me, what business am I in? Basketball business, and I tell them, no, I'm in the win business. That's what we have to do. We got to win ball games, and the players have to buy into that. Of course, that's my goal. Throughout my 20-some years as a coach and 16 as a player, I won. And this is what it's all about. If we win, we're successful. If we don't win, we're not successful. It's that simple.
Paul Brentman on WBT Radio. Was this a surprise to you, or is this something that is kind of going on under the surface a little bit?
Well, it was a surprise to me. Rod and I have known each other since the Golden State days, and we become close friends and whatnot. But I never asked him anything about this team, about coaching it or whatever. They approached me and asked me would I be interested, and I was overwhelmed that they would consider me at this particular point, and it was something very special to me.
Coach Silas, my name is Greg Jones with the Charlotte Sports Examiner. What do you see on this roster that makes you optimistic that you guys can win and make a run at the playoffs?
Well, we've got shooters. we've got defenders, we've got shot blockers, we've got all the ingredients that you need. The guys just have to get out and play, you know, and believe in themselves. They have to believe that I believe in them. We got 3-point shooters, you know. You look at Matt, you look at DJ, all these guys, you know. You open, you shoot the basketball, and that's the one thing that I think I can bring to this ball club is that you're open, shoot the basketball with confidence. And I find if you have a confident player, it's unbelievable what he can do. And you know, that's our major goal is to make these players play at the highest level that they can. If we do, you know, you got Jack, you got Boris, you got Tyrus, you got guys that can play the game, that understand how to play. Sean Livingston, smart players. So that's what I intend to bring. But I want to get up and down also. Just let it all hang out. Now, there's going to be a lot of turnover sometime, absolutely. But you live with that. You know, anywhere you have to play, you have to live with some problems. But I'll accept that, and you know, it's on my shoulders. If they don't want to get up and down, then they come sit by me.
Paul, any concern that I mean, you spent some time away from the game, that maybe you've fallen behind a little bit in knowledge and what's going on?
Well, I got some good assistants coming in, you know, that's going to help me. You know, it comes back to you, you know. To be quite honest with you, last night I hardly slept, you know. Well, what am I going to do with this in this situation, with this drill and whatnot? And it came back right away, you know, and so I don't think that's going to be much of a problem at all. I spent a lot of years doing this, and you know, the thing that it's going to take is time. Sometime, don't have a lot of it, but time to institute my system with the team and how I want them to play. But that will happen, you know, and I feel without about another, you know, a few weeks or whatnot, this team should be rolling. You know, we're only 2.5 games out of a playoff berth right now, so it's not like we're at the bottom of the heap, you know. I mean, our division might be at the bottom, but we're not.
Steve Crump, WBTV. Good to see you again. Question: how much of this is like flashback or deja vu for you, from the standpoint of being out on Tyvola to being here in Center City? You know that question is coming.
Well, you know, it's really special to me because you know, I've been here for a long time. I coached here and had a lot of success. Got away, and decided to come back. You know, so to me, this is home. I love the people in the city. I think they're grateful that I do have a chance now, and they're expecting a lot, and they very well should. But I'm just overwhelmed, to tell you the truth, by having this opportunity granted me, and I'm gonna make the best of it. You know, whatever happens, I'm gonna give my all.
Spike Sabarski, News 14 Carolina, Coach. Question for both of you, and I don't know who can or if you guys even can address it. You touched on assistants coming in. Can you shed some light on who they might be at this point, or are they still being talked to?
We got Charles Oakley right now, and he's the only guy that I really have right now. We're talking to a lot of other people, and you know, we will narrow it down, and it's got to be in a hurry, you know, because we got a game on Monday, and I got to have everything in place by then, but we will. And of course, I've got to start working on my system, getting that in place of how we're going to play offense, defense, so forth and so on. You know, running the ball. You know, it's going to be different.
Coach Bill Hoth, WSOC TV here in Charlotte. What was today like after spending some time off, walking onto that court again?
You know, it was really special. And to tell you the truth, it was like a flashback. You know, I stepped out there on the court and designed the drills for them, of what they were going to do. They were very receptive, and we really had a good practice today, because I talked to all the guys and asked them how they felt about what we were doing, and they were all elated, you know, that they were a little tired because we really got up and down, you know, but that's all a part of it, and I just want them to feel that they are a part of this thing, that they have some say. Come to me if you have any problems, whatever, and we'll deal with it. But you know, it's an open door policy as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, Coach, Tim Bayer, News 14 Carolina. Just wanted to ask you. You talk a lot about confidence and instilling it in these players. How as a fan, somebody that lived in Charlotte, how much do you think it's eroded over the past couple weeks and what they've gone through with Coach Brown and everything shaking up for them?
Well, you know, I don't want to really get into that. I saw this team play a lot. I think there can be some improvement. You talk about, you know, Coach Brown, one of the all-time great coaches that ever coached this game. You know, things didn't work out, and that's the way things are. You know, I've been in that same situation where things didn't work out for me. So my goal is to do what we can to turn this thing around, to make it right. I know Mike, I know Rod, they have a lot of confidence in me and in the players that we can turn this thing around, and that's our goal. You know, we're not going to look back as to what has been and what not. We're going to look forward to what's going to be, and I think it's going to be exciting.
This one's for Rod. Rod, if you could just talk to the fact of Michael and his decision in all of this and how much of a role he's played in it and when we think we'll see him again.
Well, I'm sure everybody knows that MJ was definitely involved in this decision. It's been one of those things I think he's churned with, and I think his relationship with Larry was so close, and I think it was emotional for him. But he is very invested in Paul. I think, as Paul has stated, we're very invested in our players. I think that Larry has done phenomenal things for our franchise, and I wish him well. He's taught me a lot, and you know, I'm sure we'll be talking as these weeks go forward. But you know, be that as it may, we're trying to go forward, as Paul stated. I think Larry is definitely going to be a guy that we're going to continue to talk to. He's going to be very involved.
Any more questions from the floor? All right, hearing none, thank you for coming out today.